All right.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, you want to count us in?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom. What's up, fuckers? It's the end of the world.
And we feel fine.
Yep.
Very fun.
This is our special Corona lockdown episode. And you may be wondering what happened to Kylie. She's at home because our babysitter wasn't available, and we don't trust leaving our kid with anybody else. So
Yeah.
So this is the one episode she's missed in like 56 episodes.
I know.
But
So weird.
the show must go on, right?
She's with us in spirit. Inhabit that skeleton. Like right now, its hands are going, what the fuck?
All right. Well, as always, I'm your host, Sean D. Skellington. This is my wife, Kylie Skellington.
There you go.
This is Huffle Snuffle Puff, Jordan Chetelat, and we got a
Hello.
special guest today from Living Dead Threads, Serena.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. Before we get too deep into this bullshit, we have a goal of 1 bajillion fucking followers. So do me a favor, hit that fucking subscribe button.
Do it.
I see all of you on Instagram and Facebook liking shit, but not as many liking us on fucking YouTube.
Do it.
Do it. To do that, we have a special friends of the podcast, our new Sunday update news anchor, Scuba Valet.
Whoop, whoop.
Baby, you want me to clean you up pretty good? I got that toilet paper for you, girl. Oh, hey, what's going on? Hey, make sure to tune in to Necro Electric, live every Wednesday. Where's it live? I know I'm live. Am I live right now? God damn it. Get out of here while I'm cleaning my room.
Tune in every Sunday to see Scoob do something fucking weird.
Oh, yeah. It is really weird. But entertaining, so.
Definitely. All right, so we have to talk a little bit about this fucking bullshit, and then we'll get into Serena and her legacy of Living Dead Thread.
It's a legacy now?
Of course it is.
Okay.
Of course
I'll
it
take
is.
it.
So I'm
Currently on day 1 of Corona lockdown for 7 days. Or is
I'm
this-
on a Modelo lockdown.
I feel like this is I don't know. I feel like it's day 3, maybe day
is it day
4.
3? Well, they shut businesses down, so
That's true.
I
That's
consider
true.
Day 1.
The
but
real lockdown, I guess, started last night,
yeah, you can't go to bars and shit anymore.
or restaurants. Yeah,
Or
People are
fucking
very
anything.
sad about that.
Yeah.
I know. Every time that I think, I'm like, man, I'm so sad. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I'm like, no, I can't. I mean, I can, but I just can't sit in the dining room area. But it's just not the same when you're like, oh, I guess I'll just do takeout and go home where I'm sad.
But do you
So-
think like there's probably some dirty ass motherfuckers making your food?
I was worried about that.
I think about that all the time. I mean, even without the coronavirus, I still think about that. But I think it like right now, I
Don't
think
sneeze on my fucking food, please.
Yeah, no.
I think everybody's being extra cautious and making everybody like wash their hands and double glove and like all sorts of stuff to try and be.
Double bagging it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I was making people food, I'd like have 3 gloves on. I'd be like, oh no, I'm not going to get anybody sick. But yeah, it's a bummer, but and I understand why they're doing it, and the optimist in me feels like it's kind of overkill, but at the same time, like Italy is like 3 weeks ahead of us with this shit, and they just lost like another 430 people to it.
Yeah.
So like anything we can do to try and help. Like I'm even considering moving my wedding back, which I don't want to do, and I've been really bummed about it, but I feel like at this point it might be inevitable.
I
Yeah.
have to, yeah.
So, because it's in April.
Well, and you're not even allowed to have
Yeah.
more than 50 fucking people together.
Yeah.
You just cough.
No, I burped.
Quarantine her ass.
I do think it's funny though, like anybody that has allergies right now, like
Yeah, I know.
they are like so afraid to cough or sneeze in public. Like they're just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not contagious. I have allergies. I'm so sorry.
I'm in that group. And then yeah, you look at the phone and like the allergy has like like the green, yellow, red, and like over Waco it's fucking red.
Yeah.
You're like, damn it, dude.
All this pollen in the air.
Have you guys tried to go fucking shopping yet?
No, I don't want to. I saw a video of a woman decking another woman over toilet paper, and it made me really want to avoid going to the store.
Yeah, I went this morning because we were running out of milk for Bane, and I was like, oh, and I went the day before, and all that shit was gone, like toilet paper, everything's fucking gone,
Yeah.
except for like junk food, which I'm still cool with. But
See, I went Friday, and I went to the HEB over here on Wooded Acres.
I never go there, but
I always go there. Or
Mhm.
Walgreens,
Fuck that
'cause
place,
it's literally
dude.
right around the corner.
I got into it with the elderly there like, a long time ago. I don't know if you've watched our show or not, but an elderly couple essentially assaulted me. Right, I was within my rights. Like basically, I was just opening a freezer trying to find this like fried rice that I like, and this old lady ran her cart into me.
Oh,
And then-
yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then her husband went under my arm and kind of pushed me
What?
out, and I was holding my son.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then I lost my shit, and I kicked her cart, and fucking I bounced out of HEB.
Oh my
so,
God.
Shit.
but
I
yeah,
think I
so
would've
fuck
done more
HEB.
than-
That's
Kick her cart.
I used to call it Heeb when we first moved here. I'm like, you going to Heeb?
What did y'all have? Safeways?
Safeway.
That's
I
what
love
I
a
remember
Safeway.
about my dad living in Washington. So I'd go there and be like, where the fuck is the HEB? We got a Safeway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Safeway, Albertsons, fucking Whole Foods.
Albertsons.
We used to have one of those.
Whole Foods?
No, an
Oh,
Albertsons.
really? Then they married, you remember the whole bullshit? Albertsons is marrying somebody else, and then they made...
Sort of. Yeah. It was... I can't remember who it was, though.
Was it Kroger?
Maybe. They're kind of the same store, I feel like. You walk into a Kroger and it could be an Albertsons.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I was at Walmart this morning, and I was getting some milk, and there was an old broad, and she had like 6 gallons of milk in her cart already.
Hell no.
And she was trying to pull the last 2 out, and then there was a
That
dude.
shit's not even going to last
I
long.
know, that's what I was saying. That's what I yelled at her. Because then the dude ran over and was like, man, there's like two per person. You know? And she's
Yeah.
like, you don't know how big my fucking family is, and like this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then I went in and I was trying to grab like the other one, you know? And she's
Yeah.
like trying to like shut the door and shit. And then I'm like, bitch, you better fucking fuck off, dude. Like, I got a 2-year-old. He needs a gallon of milk. I just need 1 gallon.
Yeah.
You know? Get a fucking life.
I know.
It's
Like,
not even gonna fucking be good unless you're guzzling this shit constantly.
And first of all, why the fuck are you drinking that much milk
Yeah.
anyways?
I know. Like,
Milk isn't even the best for you.
No, it's
We
fucking
don't
gross
need
unless
it.
you're a little kid.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I understand, give it to your kids because they love that shit.
Yeah,
But,
it's good for their
as
bones
an
and
adult,
shit.
You don't need that.
yeah, no. I
Drink
mean,
something else.
the only time that I really drink milk is if I'm eating cereal or if I have cookies. Like, that's really, I can't drink it by
Cookies.
itself because it's,
For me, really, it's just with cookies.
yeah.
I don't
And
even do that shit. I put it in mac and cheese a little bit. I give it a splash.
I could just see that crazy bitch getting home and be like, where the fuck am I going to put all this milk?
Do you have an extra refrigerator just for that?
I know.
A fucking couple got banned from Costco for life back where I was at home. I saw somebody sent me a news article.
Shit.
They took a picture of their garage. They bought all the toilet paper and Lysol
my
things from
God.
Costco, and we're like trying to sell it out of their garage on Craigslist and shit.
Well,
Wow.
see, that shit to me makes me so mad.
Yeah,
like,
profiteering.
yes, like the whole, like, what's it called? Price gouging?
gouging.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you buy all the shit and then you sell it. To me, it's just like, I don't understand
You're
the mentality
a
that
special
people
kind
have.
of motherfucker if you try to profiteer off of a pandemic. or,
I
like,
know,
hysteria
but
like
people do
this.
it. And if you're like, okay, I'm selling this hand sanitizer for $50 a bottle, crazy people who are like, I have no hand sanitizer, like they just go pay $50 for a
First
bottle of hand
all, before
sanitizer.
you pay $50 for some fucking hand sanitizer, just fucking YouTube a recipe to make your
to make
own.
that shit.
Yeah, for real.
By the way, the Walgreens are all fully stocked. I've been in a couple of them, and there's like nothing missing from the shelves. So
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's just
you
like
can find shit.
the big box stores and all the fucking. It's all the people that just live under rocks, you know,
Yeah. Why are you lining up outside of HEB at 5:30 in the morning?
for fucking toilet
when
paper,
you
dude.
could go to Walgreens or the dollar store.
I saw this video.
Fucking mental.
Somebody had put the noises from The Walking Dead over this video of people open, like this guy brought in a pallet of toilet paper, and I swear to God, they did not even wait until he put them on the shelves. Like, these people are just ripping open the package and stealing as much toilet paper as they can with the sounds of The Walking Dead over it. I was just like, holy shit, that's what it is. Like, that's what it feels like.
You know, you could buy a $12 bidet kit for your toilet on Amazon.
We
have one. I love it. It's so refreshing.
I've actually never used it on my ass, but I use it so that I can clean my daughter's cloth diapers.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you have to put the shit in the actual toilet.
Yeah. No, it's at first I was a little like, I remember like when we first moved into the house and I sat down and I like turned it on. I turned it on too high and I was like, oh shit, fuck. Because it was cold and it was like kind of stung a little bit.
Stung?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I told you.
What kind of PSI you running, dude?
But then I figured out the right combo, the right place it needed to be, and it's
Did
good.
you turn it up for Oscar?
Turn it up for Oscar.
That's what I do for Kylie if I had that shit. I'd set that shit on max.
The thing is like you can't you have to be sitting on the toilet when you turn it on, otherwise it will completely flood your bathroom, which I learned.
Oh, no.
It's not like you turn it on and then push a button. Like that's the button is that it turns on while you're sitting down.
It's just like a shower lever.
Yeah. So, and we also found out that our dog likes to play with the lever, and the first time we brought him home, he turned it on and then ran out of the bathroom, and then we came in to find this huge puddle of water, and this bidet is like shooting up against the wall and then coming down all over the floor. We're like, what the fuck?
It's the same dog that ripped the rabbit in half.
Yep, that's Titan. So
Sad.
Sweet.
Poor.
All right. Well, fuck the coronavirus.
I know it's messing up all of our fun times, all of our shit.
I know. Just so you guys know, Vibes 35 got canceled. I'm pretty sure Belton Comic Con's getting canceled.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be on Keep Waco Loud tonight. That got canceled.
Oh, really?
Well, because Kylie's, not
Oh,
able to do
yeah.
it. There was like a bunch of other fucking events we were doing.
The one in
canceled
April, they haven't officially announced it, but they'll probably cancel that one. The Comic Con in April.
Yeah, Belton.
Man, and I had a costume for that and everything. It was so cute. Dadgummit.
Was that your Harley?
Yes.
I saw it.
Ugh. I'm just gonna have to wear it out in public one day. Like one day when I actually
randomly.
brave going out in public, I'm just gonna.
It might help you if you go shopping at fucking HEB.
I know people might leave me alone.
Just take your hammer with you.
Yeah.
I know. Dress up as Harley and start coughing is what I'll do. People leave me alone double time.
All right. Well, what's your last name?
Teakell. My married last name is Reed.
Teakell. So we were actually a fan of her company before we even knew her. Like we came across and we're like, Living Dead threads. That sounds dope. And then we checked out the clothes and we're like, oh, even sick. So we started promoting, and then we met you at Eastside.
Yeah.
And so
I was like, what?
awesome
Who are
ever
these cool
since.
people liking my shit?
Now you don't have a brick and mortar place, right?
No.
It's all just pop up.
Yeah. All pop-ups. I like sell stuff online too through the Instagram. But yeah.
Do you have a website?
No, just my Instagram.
Okay.
I'm working on getting a website. Because I think I'm going to open up to like do shipping.
Yeah.
But
We can help you out. We have like fucking 10 websites.
Yeah.
that'd be
If you
awesome.
need help with that.
Yes, I do, because I have no idea where to start.
Yeah, me either.
And she upcycles clothes. So
Yeah,
like
And they're super
everything
cute.
is like customized denim and stuff, like my pants that I'm wearing. I just thrifted this vest, so I'm going to do something to it.
Yeah. Oh
Make it
yeah.
look cooler.
dope.
Yeah.
Plain right now. I was like, should I wear this? Maybe not. But I did it anyways.
Are
So-
you or go ahead.
I was just gonna say. What is your presence on Instagram like as far as you selling things and everything like that?
What do you mean?
Because you don't have a website and you mostly are just promoting on Instagram.
She slings it.
She's
Like, yo, check this shirt out.
I'm making pretty good money. Like, I'm
Yeah.
selling almost everything that I've posted.
That's great. I just was curious to know, like, because of the rise of social media like Instagram, you could probably just
It's
have that
really-
and be.
yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, well, my Instagram's working out just fine. Do I really need a website?
Well,
But I am open to the possibility of doing it.
it just
I
makes
want to, but
the legitness a little bit higher.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And you'd be
she's got a website
surprised.
too.
People all over the place want cool shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, my original thought was like, oh, I just want to offer like something like a sustainable clothing option to Wacoans because we don't have anything like that here.
Yeah.
And I'm all about, I'm an environmentalist, so.
Oh,
I'm all
yeah, you
about that
are.
being 100% sustainable and as green as possible. So I try to thrift like everything that I buy. I'll customize my own clothes. That's how it actually got started. But
Okay.
I am realizing that people outside of Waco are interested in it. And I'm like, I've told several people already, I don't ship yet, but I can ship it to you.
Yeah, I've had Dark and Dreary since 2015 or 16.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I didn't know that. That's cool.
And Kylie owns Mod Ministry merch.
I did know that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I love that stuff.
we've been
I think
shipping
they're
shit
Sexy.
all over the fucking world forever. I need Dark and Dreary stickers.
Did you say how long you'd had you started upcycling? How long you'd been doing that?
Well, personally, I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, grow up poor, you got to learn how to turn your short pants into shorts.
Yeah. I remember that. Of course, me, I don't cut straight, so like one leg would be slightly higher than the other
You do
one.
the fold.
You got some fucking
Yeah.
pirate pants going on.
Exactly.
One
When you learn
time,
how to do the fold really well. Then iron it, make it stick.
when you guys were in high school, was like ripped up pants like a thing for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to wear them, but I did it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You guys weren't allowed to wear them?
I got sent to, and my school in McGregor High School,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you get sent to the principal's office for the littlest thing, like if your clothes are out of place.
Yeah, that
Really?
was us too. Like for the longest time, it was no ripped pants, and we had to tuck in our shirts.
Ew.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we had
Kill style?
the biggest asshole for a principal, and he was like, and he especially hated kids who were like kind of alternative like me. Like anytime we would come to school with our nails painted black, he'd be like, "Why do you have to paint your nails an unnatural color?" And we were always like, I don't really know what you want from me, man. Like, I'm a depressed teenager. I got to do something. Like,
Did everybody call you goth?
not really. They just called me weird.
Every single kid that was super basic country white kid was like, "You're so goth."
Yeah.
Just because I painted some black on my nails.
I
does not
know.
make me goth.
My favorite question that
Oh, it's
people
emo.
My favorite question that people would ask me is in the thickest accent, "Are you a goth?" And you're like,
You
I
know they
guess
goths.
so. Yeah.
I grew up in a totally different world.
Yeah, apparently.
Welcome to Texas.
Yeah. I used to just wear like army shorts and like a black tank top. I had my fucking like hair down past my fucking elbows.
I believe that. I
Oh,
can
yeah,
see
you
that.
could not wear tank tops. to schools here.
Skateboard. You can't wear tank tops to school?
You can't show your shoulders.
Your shoulders? What's with the shoulders? Remember Scoop said that in the fucking
I
thing?
saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
He's all, "I hope she'll show
Because,
some shoulder."
we don't want these boys to be distracted by shoulder skin.
Yeah.
We might make them think unchristian thoughts.
What
We
about,
might
like,
give
low-cut
little boys
shit?
boners.
Oh,
in
hell no.
school.
Low cut shirts? Definitely not.
So no like
Oh, no.
boob creases. or-
I don't think you could even wear like a U-cut shirt.
It
Really?
depends. If it's not that
It has to
low,
be like here.
like this would probably be okay. Like what I'm wearing like right now would be okay.
Maybe.
But anything lower than that,
Any cleavage at all was like, no.
of course I'm
Go
screwed.
home and change.
Like I have cleavage. I would probably have cleavage in a nun's habit. So I like
Chicks in
it's-
my school used to like duct tape their tits or something. They'd be like sticking right the fuck out.
But they probably wore 2 bras.
Probably.
God,
Yeah.
you
That's the
torture
trick.
with one. Why do you have to do 2? Jeez Louise.
So you grew up in McGregor?
Well, yeah, pretty much. McGregor. My grandparents lived here in Waco. It's like an even.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to McGregor?
Yeah, I went there. I have to go through it to go to the dump. To
Oh, yeah.
Drop shit off, you know?
It's a god awful little town.
Little
It's like-
speed trap.
That's where the fucking Gaines live, right?
I think it's kind of close to there, but I don't know if it's in McGregor.
And when we were first looking at houses, I found a dope house actually in McGregor. It was in a housing tract, but the inside of it was like a castle. They had
Oh,
like remodeled the whole thing to have like stone walls and like vaulted ceilings and shit.
that's cool.
But it was like I think it was only like 1,500 square feet, and they wanted just as much as for the one I got now.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, Nah.
Yeah. I had a good friend in college that lived in McGregor, and every now and then we'd go back to her mom's house and hang out, and I was always like, why don't we just hang out at my apartment? Like, it's in town. And she's like, no, we can go to my mom's house. And I'm like, Molly, there's nothing to do there. It's McGregor.
Is this like a metaphor? Like you and Molly were hanging out at...
Metaphor?
Never mind.
No metaphors.
Jordan was with Molly.
Nah.
So everybody tells me, because ever since we moved here, other than this bullshit with the virus thing, like, it's been really cool, and everybody I've met has been really cool. Fuck. No.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Well,
Just kidding. And
it's cool here now.
Yeah, they said it sucked ass, like, growing up here, right?
Fuck yeah. It was awful growing up here. There's, like, nothing to do, especially as a teenager. Even being here in Waco, like, we had 1 or 2 cool places at most.
Yeah.
We had Art Ambush, which was, like, a tattoo shop. They did, like,
Live shows
all the time. And the owners of that was pretty much, like, everybody's secondary parents.
Yeah.
And then we had, like, Common Grounds.
The coffee shop.
Which was always so fucking crowded.
Way different than it is now, though.
Yeah, it's like a yuppie place.
Yeah.
I haven't been there.
Goes there every once in a while.
I haven't been there in a couple years, but every time I go there, there's just too many people and not enough places to, like, sit. And I'm always just, like, claustrophobic. And I'm like, I don't want to pay this much for coffee anyway. And I end up leaving. So
We got time for an ad?
sure. This episode is brought to you by Dark and Dreary Clothing. Dark and Dreary is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Dreary has quickly gained a following amongst fans of the occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest, darkanddrearyclothing.com.
Boom, motherfuckers. And it's available at Skellington Curiosities. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
And if you buy shit on darkanddreary.com and you enter Skellington Curiosities, you get 20% off.
Nice. There you go.
Boom.
Yeah, and I would definitely say for people in Waco, people anywhere really, if you can shop locally, please do. All these small businesses, all of these locally owned restaurants are going to have a really hard time with the coronavirus and people not coming in to dine in or buy their stuff. So, you know, a lot of places are going to do curbside delivery now and they'll, you know, ship it to your house. So I would say definitely try and support as much as possible because it's going to suck.
And it's fucking funny to me. Like, you guys, it's probably normal, but in California, like, drinking and driving is, like, so, like, combated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they'll fucking crucify you for that shit. But then, like, I see restaurants and shit around here. They're like, drive-through margaritas.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we have the Eskimo hut.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Drive through whatever the fuck you want.
They try to be like, okay, we're gonna like really tape down the bag so you can't get into it. But I'm like, fool, if somebody's sitting in the passenger seat, they'll be able to open it. Like, it's not that hard.
It's a plastic bag.
Yeah, I know. It's not like it's a metal container with a lock. Like, you could definitely get into it if you really wanted to.
Yes.
And I'm like, before I moved here, like, I'm used to being able to buy like booze at any time of the night. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. And here you have to literally go to a fucking liquor store to buy liquor. And then like the people here, especially the one down the street that I'll go and I'll buy some Jameson from, I'll walk in and the guy will say like, what can I help you with? The fuck you think I can help? You only sell one thing, dude. Fucking liquor.
I'd like to purchase some Bibles, please. Yeah, well, and it's funny because I always forget about the midnight rule. And when I lived in Wichita Falls, which is even more strict about their, you know, liquor sales and stuff after a certain time, I would go and, you know, I lived by myself, so I would just go to the store and be like, I'm going to get some wine. And it wasn't midnight. It was like 8 o'clock or something like that. And I'd go and I'd be like, getting my wine. And people be like, no, you can't. And I'm like, yes, I can. My ID says I can. And they're like, yeah, but it's 8:30 and our time cutoff is at 8. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is the time when people are buying wine to take home to drink by themselves, okay?
Yeah, wine and beer in
That's too
California, you could fucking 3 in the morning. Like when the bars close at 2, you could straight walk to fucking Safeway and buy 8 bottles of fucking wine and take it home. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
That's crazy.
They're serious about it.
And then you can't buy shit on Sundays here too, right? Liquor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking weird too.
Which, to me, it doesn't, and it only deters people a little bit, because if you want to buy liquor, you buy it all on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
well, and it doesn't make sense.
You can buy beer and wine on Sundays.
But you can't buy liquor.
Yeah. It's so weird. I don't know why. What's the difference? You just get more fucked up on liquor, I guess? Jesus doesn't want you.
Jesus said no.
Jesus said wine only?
I don't know.
He turned water into wine, not Jameson.
Yeah. Fuck.
I think it's just because Texas is more of a conservative state, and so they try to appease the more religious folk, which
Yes.
I'm like, whatever. I mean, do what you got to do, I suppose. But
Well, times are changing.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Who knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks? Although all the stores still have all their alcohol.
Yeah. I put a small dent into it this morning, though.
A small dent.
I just went out and bought 4 big tall boys.
There you go.
To hold me
Drinking
over.
that Michelob?
No.
Oh, no, it's a Modelo.
It's a Modelo.
Gotcha. What flavor is it? Is that like one of those
Tamarindo picante.
That
It's
sounds
enchilada.
so gross.
enchilada beer?
Michelada. Yeah.
What's a michelada?
You never had a michelada?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You're
no.
real white, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As white as you get, I'm Irish.
Yeah, me too. I'm English, so
Yeah, I'm English and Irish. My family's name is Manchester.
Manchester.
And then my other side of my family is Roderick.
Roderick and Manchester.
Yeah, there's no more whiter than me, dude.
So I'm half Mexican.
¿Qué pasó?
Notice the headband.
Bandana?
Whatever. I couldn't think of the word.
There's the other whiter person.
I already told you.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you've never had a michelada, you should really try one because they're pretty fucking good. Even though they sound gross, like I'm about to describe it, and you might be like, "Ooh, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
So it's a beer,
Mm-hmm.
typically a Modelo or a Mexican beer,
Okay.
and you mix it with like tomato juice and clam juice.
Oh,
and
clam juice?
Clamato. It's
Fuck.
like tomato clam mixture. I know it sounds gross, but if you have one,
Heating
they're
air.
delicious. And they're like hangover cures. You drink a michelada with menudo, and your hangover is cured.
I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm not a big beer drinker. Like, when I was single, like I used to go to the bars and I drink like IPAs and shit like all the time. But it like
Can't do IPAs.
it makes me makes
Tastes
my
like grass.
grass. I've never heard somebody say that, but
The hops.
yeah. But like liquor, just like I won't get a hangover from liquor, but I'll get a hangover
That's
from
Lucky.
you know.
Lucky. The only way I don't usually get hangovers if I just stick to one drink all night or if I drink wine. But
Yeah, wine
if
is always good for me too.
I always know though, like if I go to like a party or something and I start off with one drink and then I go to another drink, I'm like, no, I'm gonna feel like shit tomorrow. But oh well, you know. So
But don't ever switch from wine to liquor, because then that
Tell my wife that,
fuck you
dude.
up.
Kylie gets wild, dude.
I have yet to see this. I
You ever
have
seen her?
yet to see. No.
She's so tiny, and she'll throw back like a bottle of wine herself, right? And then I'm like, okay, that's cool, like chill, you know. And she's like, I'm good, and then I'll walk away and I'll come back, and then she's like fucking tequila shots. I'm like, oh fuck, man. She's like, I got it. Yeah. And the next day she's dead.
She needs to eat some menudo and
Yeah.
have a michelada.
Yeah.
I had to get her like a greasy hamburger and like fucking
Oh God.
all kinds of shit.
I think the worst hangover I ever had. I was in college and I went to a Christmas party and I had just gotten out of a really shitty relationship, and so I was drinking everything in sight. Like I was drinking like I was just dehydrated, everything. And so I was pretty gone, and then I sat down at a table and these two guys that were like Sean size, they were like pouring Dr. Pepper and bourbon. And I was like, what are we doing, guys? And they're like, we're going to have a bourbon chugging contest. You want to join? And I was like, let's do it. And I don't remember anything after that. I do remember my friend like kind of guiding me up the stairs to my apartment. And then I woke up the next morning and I wanted to die. And this was, I mean, I probably had alcohol poisoning because I was in bed for 3 days. And every now and then I would like crawl to the bathroom and be like, please, God, if you're going to let me die, just let me die. I just can't stand it anymore. So, because I don't puke when I'm hungover. It just doesn't happen. So,
not me. I've been blackout drunk a million times. And that's all I want to do is puke the next day. Just get it out.
Oh, God.
I'll force myself to eat like the grossest food, just the greasiest. Like I'll just find a hole in the wall. Like just give me some dirty ass burrito.
Ugh.
Then I'll puke it, and then I'm good.
I can't do that anymore, though. I'm getting too old for that.
Well, we all have kids now, so.
I know. What happened?
Glad I don't do that anymore, though.
It does. It does get a little old. I think the last time I had a hangover was maybe like 6 months ago, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why did I do this? Like, this is a bad idea."
I'll turn into an asshole if I drink too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
I
no.
have to like cut myself off. Like, all right, you've had enough. You're feeling good. If you continue to drink anymore, you're gonna become a cunt.
I'm like a fucking creative monster. So whatever. I have certain drinks like crack and rum. Like, well, ask her like someday how if I have crack and rum, I'm like I think I'm a UFC fighter. Like literally, like I will pick a fight with everybody.
Just to clarify, you're saying kraken, not crack and rum.
Yeah, no, kraken, like kraken the octopus. And then, I don't know what's in that, like fucking PCP or what, but
Crack.
I've literally like fought my friends. I dragged my friend out of his car, you know, and like
Jeez.
I just stored. It's like stupid.
Yeah.
And then if I'm drinking Jameson, I'm like Mr. fucking like everybody's best friend, you know.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And I'm pretty nice on like wine too. We drink Apothic
Yeah.
wine. It's good.
Yeah. Oscar likes
Chardonnay.
that one.
Basically, any hard liquors. If I have like more than 2 shots of it,
You're just like a dickhead.
I'd be like you. I think I'm a fucking MMA fighter, and I would fight everybody.
I'm just a
So
lovable
many of
drunk.
my friends have gotten kicked in the head by me. Sorry, Pedro.
Shout out to Pedro.
Yeah, I'm just a lovable drunk. Like I give everyone hugs, and I'm like, I love you. No, I love you every time. I'm not a mean drunk.
Did we do the second ad?
No.
Let's rock it.
Yeah. This episode is also brought to you by Mod Ministry. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests the societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out the Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade harness lingerie. 5-star rated seller since 2014.
Strap it on. So let's get to know you. Like, who the fuck are you? What are you all about? We know you're a Captain Planet, right?
Captain Planet. Recycling is cool.
Is that what you grew up on, or what?
No, actually,
Whoa.
I didn't. I mean,
Freaking out.
okay, so in a sense, like all Mexicans, it's like my abuelita, we're gonna reuse everything as many times as you can.
Right.
It's like you open up your refrigerator and you think you're gonna get some butter for your toast, and it's really just beans in a butter tub.
Yeah. I remember
You
that.
Use the same grocery plastic bags over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look like, I would say almost as white. You just look white to me. Other than like your.
So does my mom.
What is
My
that? Is it your
mom's
parents like?
full-blooded Hispanic. And
Okay. And then
she
your
looks
dad's like a
white.
white dude, or what?
My dad's white, yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
My dad's white.
Like
They
what kind of
actually
white?
have,
Just
like,
European white guy?
Irish,
Okay.
Norwegian.
How did he meet your mom?
Here in Waco at some party.
Wow. Getting down on the get down, dude.
Yeah, my dad used to be super punk rock, and so did my mom.
Oh, gotcha.
Aww.
So they met at some little grungy trash party.
Of course, of course.
Maybe it was one of Chris's shows. The Faction.
So how long have you been doing the environmental kick?
She said it's her
Actively-
lifestyle, right?
Yeah, Actively, I've been like an environmental activist for the past 4 years.
Like when you say that, you mean like you go to rallies and fucking...
Yeah, like I go to rallies, I go to protests. I am involved with Waco Friends of Peace and Climate here in Waco.
Shout out.
And we do a lot of activism in the city. Like we had a petition almost 3 years ago to get the city to start using 100% sustainable energy for like the city buildings, things like that our money goes to, that they're using their money for.
Right.
Not like we're going to force it on the public to do it, but the city. And finally, they've actually agreed to, in 2022, I think is the year, they're going to start purchasing 100% renewable energies.
Like
That's
solar
fantastic.
power,
Solar and wind, yeah.
and shit. Nice.
We've got a lot of solar farms opening up in the surrounding area and wind farms too.
Yeah. It's windy as fuck here most of the time, so...
Power!
Makes sense. Yeah, why not, right?
That's awesome.
Thank you. I feel like it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, yeah. I mean, you see, not trying to get back to it, but like, I don't know if you've seen the things on Facebook about how in Italy, the canals, like all the fish and the dolphins and the swans are coming back now that people have isolated themselves. So obviously we make an impact on the environment. So, you know, trying to make less of an impact makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
What
You're
reaction
kidding
has a
yourself if
reaction.
you don't think that we have an impact on the environment.
Yeah.
That's tight. And then, let's see. So we met your daughter and your husband. How'd you guys meet? Not your daughter, obviously. But
I met her when she came out. My husband actually stalked me at work for a long time.
Oh.
Just kidding. But also kind of not kidding.
where did you work?
Oh my God, I was a bartender for like 8 years.
Gotcha.
And so the last place I was bartending was at the backyard. And he would come in every once in a while and he'd always be like, "Hey, what's your name?" Like to my friends, he'd be like, "What's her name? What's her number? Tell her, let me holler at her." I'd be like, no. At the time, I had this real piece of shit boyfriend, so I was just like, no. Really not interested in any guys. And then finally, I broke up with that guy. And
He swooped in like a vulture.
he would always yell my name across the bar, "Serena!" And I'd like look up, like, who the fuck said my name? He'd be turned around.
Oh, you pulled that. Huh?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And then finally, I actually like met him on my birthday like 4 years ago. And
So this went on for a while, huh?
yeah, I tried to brush him off, like get him to leave me alone. Because like I said, I was not interested in any dudes. And he was like, "I just want to tell you you're so beautiful," and like bought me a shot. And I was like, nice try. Tapped him on the shoulder, and it was like in front of all of his friends too. And his reaction, I thought, was the best reaction like a guy could have possibly had. Usually the reaction to that would be like, "Well, fuck you then, bitch."
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna fuck with you anymore then. Which is kind of what I hoped for. But his reaction was so great, it was just like, whatever. And he continued
See you
to
tomorrow.
be nice. And like continued to be funny and like tried to dance with me. And then I was like, he can handle my bitchiness.
You got to keep that one.
That's always a winner.
Yeah. So then pretty much a couple days after that of hanging out, it was like we became inseparable.
Nice.
Aww.
Awesome. Shout out.
I love good
Shout out to
stories like
Toby.
that. And your daughter is adorable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's so cute.
I made her.
No way!
I love her. She is so... I feel like, probably just because I'm her mom, but I feel like she's really advanced, like, in the things that she's already doing. She just turned a year old, and it's really fun to watch her play. Like, not a lot of kids, even older than her, like, within the year to 2 year bracket. I don't see a lot of them actually, like, using their imaginations already. And she just turned a year old, and she's like... pretending to make food in her little kitchen, stirring a pot of little play foods with a spoon and like taking the spoon and like making me taste it. Or like pretending to get ice out of her fridge.
She's making you a
putting it in
Modelo.
my cup and handing it to me.
She's got the clam juice and the Modelo. So, here, Mom.
Oh, I'll teach her one day.
Yeah, Bane's like, he trips me out all the time because now he's at the point where now he's starting to talk. Because he was just like a grunting kind of guy for the longest time. But yeah, now like I'll be like, yeah, you want some mac and cheese? And like I ask him that every fucking day, you know, and he just kind of like, or nah. But then he was like, no. What?
Very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait until they start talking for real and then they don't stop talking.
Yeah.
And you're like, I will just very occasionally go up to my children and put my hands very gently on their face. I'm like, I just need you to stop talking for just a minute. Like it's constant. And my son, the more tired he gets, the more he talks. He's just like, mommy, 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 mommy. And I'm like, son, I love you so much.
Get him in the stranglehold.
I know. Shh, it's okay. It's okay.
Just go to sleep. All right. So I skipped out for a while because of our printer situation. Mm-hmm. So I brought back life in the comment section.
Woohoo!
You fucking assholes sent me a shit ton of stuff, and I just randomly picked 4, and I thought we could just all answer them.
Cool.
All right, you want to read the first one?
Sure. From Crimit T Star Killer.
And these are mostly
like
from
that.
Instagram and YouTube inbox.
You're on death row. What would your last meal be? Go. Mine would be fried chicken with gravy and French fries.
What kind of gravy? White or brown?
White, of course. Always
Sausage,
white.
Right? What about you?
I don't know. That's a hard one. I just love food.
Last meal. What's
All
it going to be?
foods. Can't your last meal be something really extravagant like that?
Yeah.
Could be whatever you want it to
Oh,
be.
okay. I would definitely have nopales, which is cactus. It's like my favorite thing.
I had that once with Modelo, or not Modelo. What is it called? The chocolate enchilada
Mole?
sauce? Mole. There we go. Yeah.
I would have nopales with chicken and like bell peppers and black beans. That's my favorite meal. I cook it all the time at home.
That
And then
sounds
I'd
good.
Probably throw some like shrimp or something in there.
Okay. I'm going all fancy.
Yeah.
Fuck, what would I have? Probably, there's a place called New York Pizza in California that I would eat. And then El Guapo's burrito. It's in Campbell, California. Shout out. Best fucking burrito. It's like this big. It's fucking amazing.
Pizza and burrito. Good combination for when you die and
Yeah.
you shit all over the place.
Gotta go out with a mark, huh?
If you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna give you a mess to clean.
Yep.
All right, question 2 from, I'm gonna fuck up this name, dude. I can never read names. Ralph, it looks like it's an areola. Am I pronouncing
It might
it?
be.
No, it might be areola, but it's definitely in the same category. Areola.
Ralph Nipple. What kind of porn do you guys watch?
I don't watch porn, but one time
Because Jesus watches you.
no, it's
Or
just because
whatever.
it's one of those things where the only thing I can concentrate on is like
The dialogue.
no, not the dialogue, but the only thing that I can think about is like
This scenario is so
how-
unreal.
I just in my mind I'm like there's no like I know that she agreed to it, but there's no way that she's doing this without being on drugs, and I feel bad for her, and so
What about like
Debbie Downer.
like amateur porn or something?
maybe
Like
well
the people
maybe
make?
but I Oscar's gonna watch this and be like, what the fuck, babe? So every every May the 4th he watches all the Star Wars movies plus the
there
Star
you go.
Wars porn, and I watched that this year, and I was just watching it and I'm like, really? That's what they chose? Obi-Wan's doing that girl in the butt. Interesting. Okay.
Did you guys do that because of our? Did you ever watch our old episodes where we talked about me and Kylie every holiday we'll watch a holiday porn?
No, we just that's just what he does, and I was a part of it this year.
They
so.
literally have a porn for every holiday. You want Martin Luther King Day? You want anything you can imagine.
Of course, I can't. Of course, that's not surprising, I suppose.
So Jordan watches Star Wars porn.
There we go.
What about you, Serena?
Okay, I'll be really honest. I don't really watch porn, but when I did, I watched girl-on-girl porn. Because who wants to look
doesn't?
at like a naked dude that you... It's not really...
Especially when they do that weird shot from behind and all you can see is balls and butt cheeks. And you're like, why? I don't...
I feel like
Ugh.
when it's not a guy that you're in love with and you're watching them fuck, it's like really gross.
Kind of.
I'd much rather look at some random girl.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I can see that.
Kylie leans a little more towards the BDSM stuff. She likes watching people tied up. We don't watch it all the time. It's just every once in a while. And I
I hope
guess
she doesn't get mad at you for like telling her secrets.
Nah.
it's no secret. We have no secrets. And then I don't know. I like watching like it's interesting to me like when you watch large group orgy porn where there's like 20 people going at it. You're like, whoa.
So interesting.
There's so many like elements to it.
There's
you
so
know?
many parts flailing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
people
if I...
like switching and like all kinds of things happening. You know, and there's like always a wild card somewhere, and you're like, "Whoa, look at that guy!"
I would
Wild
need to be
card? What is
slick.
the wild card doing?
Somebody just pulls out something. You're like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that guy gonna do?" You know?
I would need
Where's
to
that
be
big dildo going?
slicked down from head to toe in hand sanitizer. Like, I'm sorry, that's just. Oh my god. Woo.
What's the next one?
The next one is by Bless Gillette,
Like the razor?
like the razor.
Bless Gillette.
Bless Gillette.
Best a man could get.
Sean and Kyle.
And they spelled my name wrong.
Aw. But Sean and Kylie seem perfect for each other. Do you guys ever fight?
Yeah, we'll fight. Not like that often, and nothing like crazy, but like we'll get on each other's nerves sometimes. We're both like control freaks as far as like when we try to collab on art projects and stuff. Mm-hmm. The both of our like hairs on our necks. Like I'll do something and then she'll go and change it, and like. And then vice versa, she'll do something and
Yeah.
she's like, I made this poster for whatever we're doing, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like little stupid stuff like that, you know? Or like I'll do something dumb, and I know it's dumb, but I watch myself now, but before Bane could talk, you know, like he likes lightsabers and stuff, you know, and like I would sword fight him, and he would pull a sword on and be like, bring it, bitch, you know, and like we'd start fighting, and then Kylie would be like, whoa, 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 you know, like you can't say that shit, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, we're pretty legit.
What about you, Kylie? I mean, what do you think over there? Looks like you're losing your shit.
Sean's the greatest.
Just having a hard time over there.
We fought a lot when we were first got together, because like I was like I lived the bachelor tattoo artist life for like years, and like I was just raised in a house where like if there was conflict, you handled it, or you just fucking shunned that person for like years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've lived in houses with like my family members where they're like, good morning, you know, and I'm like, I'm still like 3 months into like being pissed at somebody. I'm like, eat a fucking dick, you know, like don't talk to me. But then Kylie is total opposite. Her family's like extremely loving and caring, and they will go out of their way for you in any circumstance. And if there's a conflict, they want to sit down, they want to talk about it, they want to resolve it right then and there. And it took me a long time with her to just like, you know, because we'd fight and I'd just be like, fuck off, go home, like eat a dick, like fucking whatever, you know. And then finally, like now I've learned that like if there's a problem, we just handle it and smash it right there.
Yeah.
So, but ever since I gave in to that part of it, we've been good. So,
Yeah.
what about you? You and Toby, is that his name?
Yeah.
You guys throw down or what?
We don't throw down, but
Not like fighting, but
yeah, we argue. Who doesn't argue?
yeah.
We argue.
What do you guys argue about? Money, normal
Off the
shit.
top of my head, I can't really say. I mean, random things.
Yeah.
Random things that we just disagree on, and we argue about. I nag him all the time because he doesn't clean up after himself.
Mm.
But like, I don't know.
How do you go about it? There's so many different ways people do that shit. I feel like you're a nagger.
I'll say like
for some reason.
I don't understand why you can't just put your fucking clothes in the goddamn laundry hamper when it's right there.
Yeah, see, I feel like you're direct and I feel like you're indirect.
I'm a little bit more like, can you do me a favor? Could you not leave your plates full of food by the sink, please? Because it gets roaches. Like, I try to make it like not something that I bought. Like, I want to make it something that, oh, we don't want to have roaches or ants, so please throw your food away, instead of being like, put your fucking food in the garbage.
I'll be like, hey, you mind cleaning up after yourself like a responsible adult?
Yeah, I don't like conflict, and so I try to be nice. I'm like, I don't want to hurt feelings. I don't want to step on toes, so I'm just going to be like a little passive aggressive about it. Or I'll do it myself, and he's like, no, I'll take care of it. I'm like, no, you don't worry about it. I'll do it myself.
Kylie premeditates shit. So, like, I'll leave clothes, like, in our closet, and then, like, she'll be like, okay, you're going to leave clothes? I'm not doing laundry until you ask me where my laundry is.
I do that, too.
And then, like, I'll be like, hey, I'm out of boxers. She's like, well, if you picked up your fucking clothes and put them in the hamper, maybe I'd wash them. I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha.
I do that, too. Oh, that is, like, probably my biggest pet peeve about him. Oh, and I'm so sorry, babe, because you asked me not to come on here and talk about you. But, like,
shout out.
Now we're gonna argue about that.
Whoopsie.
He'll like wear something, and he'll only wear it like to go somewhere, and then we get back home and he takes it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like a jacket or a shirt, but instead of hanging it back up, he'll throw it on the ground.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too.
And after like
Shout
a
out,
week
dude.
of that, the pile is like this high.
Oh, Oscar does that too. He's got a little place by his bed, and like every time I pass it, I like roll my eyes a little bit. And he's like, I know. And I'm like, I just don't understand why it's so hard to just hang it up in the closet when you're done.
Yeah,
Because it just
same
sucks.
thing. Same thing. So I'll let it pile up, and then he'll be like, oh, I'll clean it this weekend. Weekend goes by, no. Another week of it. So
No.
finally, I just start kicking it all in front of his closet door, so he has to move it every single time he wants to open his closet
That's a
door.
good idea, Serena. That's a good idea.
And then eventually he'll like break and he'll put it all away, and I'm like, yeah.
I like that.
It took a month, but yes.
All right, what's the last one? Or I guess I'm reading it. Mm-hmm. Miguel Rojas. Mm-hmm. Look at that.
You did it.
Shout out, dude. What's Jordan's middle name?
It's Leah.
Leah?
Leah, yeah. For, a long time people would pronounce it Leia, and I'm like, no, it's Leah.
How do you spell it?
Leah. Leia is more
That's
like
definitely a Leah.
Leia. Yeah, but people are dumb. They also thought I was a boy every time they called my name. So, because it's a unisex name now, but for a long time it was only boys named Jordan. So I got mistaken for a boy quite a bit.
Oh,
What's your middle name?
Krishana.
Krishana.
She's got like 4 names on Facebook, and I don't know which one is which.
So do you. I go to
Serena.
your last name changes all the time.
Uh-uh.
Your Chitlet and your Cheeks.
Cheek.
And
One
then
cheek.
You're gonna be
Fernandez. But it's only going to be one last name. I'm not going to be like Jordan Chetelat Cheek Fernandez.
My
I
middle.
hyphenated mine because I haven't actually gone to change my last name legally.
Oh snap!
Okay.
Because it's just a hassle. Then you have to go and change everything.
That's true.
I have to like change all my bank shit. I have to change my driver's license. I have to change everything.
I had to change my fucking last name before we got married, because she changed her last name to her middle name. But my born name was Edmondson, which was my dad's. But my dad was adopted, and then my dad like killed a dude and was like an outlaw and a crazy psycho guy.
Whoa.
And then when we were getting married, she's like, "Are we gonna like do the Edmondson thing?" And I'm like, "Let's just do whatever we want." I was
See,
like,
I like that.
I was like,
I
pick
was
a name.
wondering if that was actually y'all's real last name.
I was like, pick a name. And then we on our first couple dates, we used to watch Tim Burton shit. And she's like, what about Skellington? I'm like, cool.
That's cute.
And then, but you had to have a reason to change your name as a guy in California.
Mm-hmm.
But since my dad like committed like heinous crimes,
He tainted your last name.
Yeah, the judge had to fucking let me go. And it was funny because he granted my name, and then there was a trans dude, and he wanted to change his name to Star. And the judge denied him. And the guy was like, you're letting him be a skeleton? But I can't be a star? It was funny. And they made me do hella shit. I had to put ad in the newspaper. I had to fucking do all kinds of crazy
You
shit.
had to put an ad in the newspaper?
Yeah, you have to be like, yo, I'm changing my name. If anybody has beef with it, like, come to the court on this day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I had to do it before we got married so that she could just legally change her name to my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've been Skellingtons for like 6 years or something now. 4 years.
Cool.
That's cool.
And Bane was born the first legit Skellington.
Very cool.
All right. We're at the end.
Yeah.
We'll do some shout outs.
Yeah. Shout out to my family right now, because it's with me going back and forth about whether to change the wedding date or not. I'm like hella emotional.
Bridezilla.
Well, I'm not a bridezilla. I'm just like, I'll just start crying, and like the people, like my sister will just come over to me and like pat me, and she's like, it'll be okay. And I'm like, I know, but we've been planning for so long. And, like, it's just waterworks for the last few days. So shout out to my family for putting up with me and dealing with my shit. So there we go.
Shout out to Kylie for taking care of our son. She wanted to be here. She wanted to be here to meet and kick it with you.
Yeah.
But,
One day
she
we'll have
handled it.
another girls' night.
Yes.
Shout out
Should
to
have just
the...
made him stay home and had a girls
Yeah.
episode.
I know.
Next time. We'll have you back on again. Shout out to the coronavirus for fucking up all my plans.
Yeah.
And,
Really.
everybody stay safe out there. And it's, shout out to you guys. This has been fun. This is like,
This was fun. I've never done a podcast before.
well, boom.
Boom. First podcast.
Pop
Yeah.
that podcast cherry.
So you got some shout outs?
I got a shout out to my husband, obviously, because I promise I wasn't talking shit.
Not a lot.
And I love you. You're amazing. And he's at home taking care of our little baby right now.
Awesome. And be sure to add her on Instagram, Living Dead Threads
_Waco.
_Waco. Buy all that shit. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Boom.